Welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Thank you guys for your continued support. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't and turn on the bell for more video. Welcome our new members to the old ones. God bless you. If you're passing by, please join us. As you're supporting us, may the Lord support you in everything you lay your hand. Say amen to the news and details. Guys, the video you're about to watch is really a shocking one and a sad one, but still we are jubilating because if not for this baby, she would have rotted away in prison. She is Kemi. She was arrested last year, October, during the Endsars and charged with all manner of charges that she never committed. Everything that was levied against her was false. But thank God, today she's been granted bail, but a very outrageous one, 10 million naira. Guys, watch and let me know your thoughts in the section below. Please watch.
For the sake of this young child,
yeah, we are not covering the face of the baby. Kemisola has just now they just bring. Now they don't carry con inside the court now. After we be say the Ondo State High Court, sitting on Lokuta Correctional Center in Akure, the state capital, just grant the bail of Kemisola Oguni, the detained Endsars protester who delivered in prison custody. Now the court now they grant the bail for the sum of 10 million naira with a surety. Now the bail now they come a day to the naming ceremony of the Pikin. And now the lawyer of Kemisola is P⁰Liće. After we they secure her bail, now they go bring them from the correctional center where they for Ondo town. Make una no forget say na Kemisola with 3 other people na him the Ondo State command of the Nigerian Police Force arrest in October 2020 during the Endsars protest, and na them they charge them to court over 5 counts of conspiracy, arson, stealing, among others. Time where the judge, they grant the bail, Justice Omolora Adejun. Now she cite section 146, 150, and 156 of the Ondo State Criminal Justice Law, which strikes say her release now they do based on humanitarian ground, and for the purpose say the naming ceremony now tomorrow, and now she had say Kemisola get the right to be bailed, but she can't add say the defendant now in the go bail for the sum of 10 million naira with a surety. Earlier, before the judge talked, the prosecuting counsel led by Omotala Cecilia Ologun, now she prayed the court to grant the bail of the defendant. She can't add say now on the 17th of June 2020, the office of the Attorney General of Ondo State now they served them the bail application by the new counsel P⁰Liće Esquire, where Kemisola Oguni engaged. Meanwhile, the counsel to the defendant P⁰Liće don't express satisfaction over the release of Kemisola Oguni. Now the lawyer can note say he go do everything possible make them release the remaining other protesters wey still dey in detention. According to the lawyer, he tok say nothing dey new, nothing dey negative about the detention of Kemisola. He come add say as the matter take happen, the boy na glorious child, and he tok say as the matter be, he go try all him best make him make sure say the remaining 3 people wey still dey in custody na him dey release them. As the matter be now, na tomorrow be the naming ceremony of the baby, and BBC dey here to give you update as it dey go. Stay tuned to BBC.
By the court. But the presiding judge also considered the fact that the perfection of bail is not something that is as easy and fast as to bring the applicant out. At least we are running against time for the baby not to be named in prison yard. So there is consequent order from the court for the applicant to be reproduced before this honorable court. The court is still going to convene to formally release her, even pending the perfection of the bail condition. So we thank the presiding judge for the magnanimity, and we are very happy that it is victory at last for Kemisola. So we will be going to Ondo prison now in Surulere to bring her to this court.
Can you just briefly highlight some of the conditions that?
Yes, the conditions are there, you know, but I don't think it's important for me to go to the specifics, you know. But at least, from my own personal view, I don't think it's something that we cannot meet. Particularly, there's always a procedure for everything. If you consider the bail conditions as too much for us to meet, we'll see apply to the court for variation. But what is important for us is that Kemisola is going to leave prison yard maybe the next 1 hour. So that is the important thing. Yeah, thanks so much.
Kindly tell us.
Okay.
Kindly tell us the whole issue from summarize the issue.
There is no issue again than what I've said.
Okay.
She has been released on bail. We have been on this matter, and I'm very sure all of us we are very conversant with issues. So we were here yesterday for the bail application to be moved, but it was just coming before the court for the first time. The judge was not even aware of it, and now today it has been taken. It was number 1 on the list, and bail has been granted. So I don't think there's any other issue that is more than that.
What are you doing for the release of the other?
We are going to prison together. I'm leading the warders of that prison to that prison in Ondo town now to bring her before the court. The court will formally release her to us, even before perfection of that bail. That means after releasing her to us now, we don't have to even run her today. We will just take her home and rest. We can now come back before this court to be talking about perfection. So we are very grateful to the court.
In respect to other 3...
we are going to move the application. It's very, very important that Kemisola is out today. If we have to go through all the 4 applications one by one, we still have to be here. Because the court has delivered ruling for 1. That means it's going to... Ordinarily, she will now deliver ruling for 4. I don't know whether you understand me. So the one that is very, very urgent, that we sought audience with the judge yesterday and was fixed for today, is that of Kemisola. You know. But we are still going to go over this matter because of the fact that Ayodele Bukumi, one of the defendants, was the one that was even pregnant 2 months. That one is legally married, pregnant 2 months before she was arrested, and she lost the pregnancy in prison. Her own case is as very urgent as that of Kemisola, but because Kemisola has given birth, that is why we have been doing all this running around. We don't want the 8 days naming ceremony to meet her in prison. So hereafter, we'll start all over again.
Now, I don't hear from the counsel to the defendant, Kemisola Adesanya, where they just grant bail now for Ondo State High Court, sitting in Olokuta Correctional Center in Akure, the state capital. Now Kemisola na in the grant bail for the sum of 10 million naira with surety. Make una no forget say Kemisola Oguni na in the arrest along with 3 other suspects by the Ondo State Command of the Nigerian Police Force during the curfew imposed in Ondo State in the wake of the Endsars protest in October 2020, and they accuse him of setting ablaze of the APC secretariat in the state capital. The judge, Justice Omolara Adejumo, where they grant the bail, in talk say they release Kemisola based on humanitarian grant and for the purpose of the naming ceremony. And she had say Kemisola Adesanya get the right to be bailed. However, the judge fought the way the issue come the trend for social media, where he come talk say the case no supposed to be like that. Say he get right to be bailed.